Good day once again. We are now on our week 13, and our first lesson for this week is under topic 14, lesson 2, units of time, measure, elapsed time. Textbook, pages 745 to 750. Again, you have to prepare your book and your pen. But before we proceed to our lesson, let us first know the meaning of some words. We have here elapsed time. What does elapsed time means? The total amount of time that passes from the starting time to the ending time. So look at the picture. As you can see, the time started at 3:30 and ends at 4:30. So there is a 1 hour of elapsed time. Now let's have here AM. What does AM means when we say 8 o'clock AM? So AM means it is a time between midnight and noon. While when we say PM, that means it's a time between noon and midnight. Okay, open your book on page 745. Let's do solve and share. Denise went to see a movie. The movie started at 1:05 p.m. It ended at 2:35 p.m. How long did the movie last? Explain your reasoning. So at what time did the movie start? At 1:05 p.m. At what time did it end? At 2:35 p.m. So what do you need to find in this problem? So in this problem, you need to find how long the movie lasted or the elapsed time. So what tools will you use to help you solve the problem? So we are going to use here clock faces. So how can the clock faces help you solve the problem? So you can look at the time on the start clock face and then count the hours and minutes until you get the time on the end clock face. So that is what we are going to do. Now, we have here the time. Okay. So, it starts at 1:05 p.m. Okay, this is the 1:05 p.m. The hour hand moves from 1 to 2. So, you're going to count it like from 1 to 2, 1 hour. Okay, that's already 1 hour. Then, the minute hand moves to the 7. So, let's count for the minute hand by 5, going to the 7. So, from 1, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, it's 30 minutes. So, meaning to say, the movie lasted, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Look back. Without counting hours and minutes, how do you know the movie Denise went to see was less than 2 hours long? Do you have any idea? How did you know that it was less than 2 hours long? 2 hours from 1:05 p.m. is 2:35 p.m. The movie ended at 2:35 p.m. So it was less than 2 hours long.
How can you find elapsed time? Think about this question during the lesson. Janie took part in a charity walk. The walk started at 7:10 a.m. It ended at 11:20 a.m. How long did the walk last? Elapsed time is the total amount of time that passes from the starting time to the ending time. Another way to describe elapsed time is how long something lasts. The hours between midnight and noon are AM hours. The hours between noon and midnight are PM hours. Did the walk start and end before or after noon? How do you know? The walk started and ended before noon because AM is used with both times. Find the elapsed time. Step 1. Find the starting time. How do you know this clock shows the correct starting time of 7:10? The hour hand, or the shorter hand, is on the 7, and the minute hand, or the longer hand, is on the 2, which stands for 10 minutes. Step 2. Count the hours. When you count 1, 2, 3, 4 with the hour hand, what are you counting? You are counting the hours that pass when the hour hand moves from 7 to 11. There are 4 hours between 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Step 3. Count the minutes. Each number on the clock represents 5 minutes. So from 2 to 3 is 5 minutes, and from 3 to 4 is another 5 minutes, or 10 minutes total. Add the hours and minutes counted to find the elapsed time. The walk lasted 4 hours 10 minutes.
That's a lot of walking.
Now you know how to find elapsed time.
Let's answer Convince Me on page 746. After the charity walk, Janie talked with friends from 11:25 a.m. to 11:40 a.m. Then lunch was served from 11:45 a.m. until 2:10 p.m. How long did lunch last? So in this problem, you need to compute the elapsed time from 11:45 a.m. to 2:10 p.m. So we are going to use clock faces here. Okay, so we will show the 11:45. This is 11:45 a.m. And there's another clock face will show the 2:10 p.m. Okay, now we are going to find how many hours and minutes the time elapsed. Okay, so from 11:45, if it will become 12:45, it will be 1 hour. Okay, and if it will become 1:45, it will be 2 hours past, right? So from 1:45, so the minute hand will stop here at 1:45. Okay, from 1:45. So the minute hand will stop here at the 9, which means 45 minutes. So we will continue counting by 5 until we reach here in the 10. So we will count how many minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So therefore, 2 hours and 25 minutes. How did we get the 2 hours and 25 minutes? As what I've told you, from 11:45 to 12:45, it will be equivalent to 1 hour. Then move again 1 hour, 1:45, so that will be equivalent to 2 hours. Now, from 1:45 to 2:10, there are 25 minutes passed. So, the lunch lasted for 2 hours and 25 minutes. So aside from using clock faces, we can also use number line to find the elapsed time. Like this example on page 747. So Janie's charity walk lasted 4 hours and 10 minutes. So the number line shows the number of hours and minutes that elapsed during the walk. So, as you can see here, okay, first location on the number line is the time the walk starts, or what time the walk started. So it's 7:10 a.m. And then it lasted for 4 hours. So 7 plus 4, it will give you 11. And you have 10 minutes here, so it's 11:10. So from 7:10 a.m. to 11:10 a.m., the difference of the time is 4 hours. Okay? And then we have the 10 minutes. Okay, you add another 10 minutes from 11:10 plus the 10 minutes, it will give you a sum of 11:20 minutes. 11:20. So the walk ends at 11:20 a.m. So that means Janie's charity walk lasted for 4 hours and 10 minutes. Let's answer some questions from the guided practice. Okay, question number 1. Let's have, if a start time is 7:15 a.m. and an end time is 8:05 a.m., why do you not have to count hours to find the elapsed time? Think of it. Why there's no need for us to count by hour? It's because the elapsed time is less than 1 hour. From 7:15 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. is 1 hour. So the problem is 8:05 a.m. So the end time 8:05 a.m. is less than an hour. So no need to count by hour, but it should be counted by minutes. Okay, let's answer number 2. A movie started at 2:30 p.m. and ran for 2 hours, 15 minutes. What time did the movie end? So in this problem, the tool that is easy for us to use here to find the answer is using a number line. So here's the number line. Okay, this one represents the time the movie started. So this point on the number line is 2:30 p.m. Another point here in the number line, this will be the 3:30 p.m. And another point on the number line, this will represent 4:30 p.m. So from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30, that would be 1 hour. From 3:30 to 4:30, that will be another 1 hour. So 1 hour plus 1 hour will give us a total of 2 hours. Now, let's have the minutes. This will be 5, 10, 15. So this green points on the number line represents the 15 minutes. So now we are going to count from 4:30 going to the 15 minutes. So from 4:30 we will count by 5. So 4:30, 4:35, 4:40, 4:45. So what time did the movie end? The movie ended at 4:45 p.m. Do you know how question number 3? Draw arrows on the second clock to count the hours from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. What is the elapsed time? Do you have any idea? How many hours passed from 11 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon? It's 6 hours. Very good. How come it becomes 6 hours? Okay, so from 11 o'clock in the morning or a.m., we will count by 1 hour, by hour. So here from 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It ends at 5 p.m. So the elapsed time is 6 hours. That ends our lesson for today. Thank you for listening. This is Teacher Maritel Bacalso, your math teacher. Have a good day, everyone.